Welcome everyone to the Unbored Bible channel. My basic backstory is I went from hero to zero to YouTube wannabe here. So I got restructured, got laid off, went from a team of about 135 across the nation down to about 20, and I did not make that cut, regardless of the fact that I had tenure, I had experience, I had qualifications, I had bragging rights for a lot of stuff. I was a national trainer. I was a local trainer, and the client loved me, and all that fun stuff has just seemed to gone out the door. Story short or short story long, that's where we're coming from. We're going to be taking a lot of different subjects, things that you didn't think about, things that you wanted to know more about, or things that you knew there's just not enough, and there's just not enough out there that really satisfies what you were thinking about or understanding about either the Bible as a whole, certain sections, certain topics, certain theological ideas, and we were going to tackle those. So, what is the Unbored Bible channel going to be about? So, let me tell you exactly what I think is going to happen, and then we'll find out eventually after some time. So, essentially, here's what's going on. For about 2 years now, I've been thinking about taking my 9 years of teaching the Bible to mixed adult classes and some others. But what I took was I didn't do the normal everybody knows this topics, and I went into the things that people either read over, gloss over, or just simply don't understand, and I teach on those particular things. I also do some stuff that is kind of Bible adjacent. So it's not necessarily about the Bible, but it's about our lives and it's about the world we live in. So I will take that, and we'll take those two, and we'll merge them together, and hopefully you'll have you'll have a better enriched life, Christian life, and faith. Hopefully, won't be going into anything heretical or anything of that nature, but it'll be different views, different takes, different studies on things that you've not thought about or never thought to think about, and then we'll kind of extrapolate on that. So hopefully you will not be bored with the topics that I present. Now, with that, I will give at least a couple of caveats that not everything is going to be, it's not going to be 100% weird type of stuff. We will do some normal stuff. At the very least, hopefully it'll be normal enough that you'll be at least be able to look and go, okay, yeah, I get it. That's a slightly different perspective on something that everybody already had their opinions on. Get some other theologians and what they think, and why they think that, and why are they not mainstream. So anyway, again, we'll be looking at weird things in your Bible and weird things in your life that happen, that the two do overlap. We'll be looking at the moon. One of my favorite topics is that I gave a while back was a 4-week study on the moon. Why it's so weird, all sorts of stuff. It's just weird. How it applies in the Bible. What did the neighboring Hebrew and the Israelites, what did their neighbors think of the moon, and how did they treat it? The Bible actually says a lot about the moon. And then we'll look at a different take on Naomi's marriage proposal idea to Boaz for Ruth. We'll look at that, which is also something I got from Michael Heiser. And then I went and looked at it, did my own little study and presented that. And that was one of my second favorite topics that I gave over the years. It is very controversial, but it's fun. And it is definitely different than just like, hey, God created the earth, man sinned, and then we are where we are. Christ came to save us. The Bible and or the faith is a whole lot more vibrant than just that, right? We're going to look at hyperbole and euphemisms in the Bible. That's another favorite of mine, is taking something that most people misquote and or take to the degree that it should not be taken to. People build theological constructs on some of this stuff that was just simply an exaggeration. That's all it was. There's no deep theological meaning. There's no nothing. It's just it was just somebody was was exaggerating in the Bible. It's an exaggeration. It was not meant to be taken literally or seriously. It was simply an exclamation. Right? We're looking at the dangers of Bible study. So believe it or not, how can there be something dangerous about Bible study? Well, you'll see once we present that to you, you'll see that there are a lot of dangers in doing Bible study correctly, and or not making sure that we're not putting our own dogma and our own biases into the text. Instead, we want to take the text as it is, what the original context was, what the original intent was, what the original reader would have known, and then we can take that and that's going to be our foundation. Other than that, I'm going to be doing some AI videos where if you haven't already seen them, where I take my notes, plug it into AI, we come up with a bunch of stuff, and then put it out there. I'm doing those because it's quick, it's easy, and I can crank them out pretty fast. Whereas if I do live videos like this, it takes me a while because I stutter, I say a lot, I say a lot, I ramble, so I'm going to have to do some editing. And then with that, so I will be doing a lot of those same topics. I'll be doing them live, which should be about 30, 40 minutes, depending on the topic. And then eventually we'll get into recording me on Sunday, teaching to the class and interacting. You can see my style and see the things that we do, or I do, and where I'm coming from. So other than that, I am still rambling on. But other than that, again, I went from hero to zero to YouTube wannabe, and we'll see where this goes. Hopefully it will help you in your faith and in your life and enrich your Christian walk. So other than that, thank you.